everybody, it's soup season. I just made a beef shank bone broth, and it's really good. It's cooked 3.5 hours, and I am going to do the taste test first because it's done. So I'm just going to taste the broth. It's really good. It's hot and filled with flavor. Such a comfort food. So I'm going to show you how I made this. It could have cooked a little longer, but the meat is well enough. So we're very hungry, so we're going to eat it now. And so I hope you enjoy this tutorial. And if you like my channel, I really would appreciate it if you would subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate you watching. Then you want to take out your beef shanks and add your veggies. Once your veggies are softened, you want to put in water, and I'm going to start with about 8 cups. Right about that in your pot where it's kind of 3/4 of the way full, and then you want to add your beef shanks in. And then I'm going to raise the temperature and let it boil first, add all my seasonings, and then simmer for about 3 to 4 hours. Okay, these are all the seasonings I'm going to add right now. Garlic powder, salt, pepper, bay leaf, and fresh garlic. I usually saute the garlic first, which I didn't, and sometimes then I add extra, and I have some thyme in there too. So here's our broth that has all the veggies and the beef shanks, and I'm just going to add my seasonings right now. And I may have to add more because you definitely want to taste this, but it's boiling right now. So the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it and cock the lid like this and turn it down. Now that it's reached a boil, I'll turn it down to a simmer and simmer for a few hours, but you have to check on it every like 30 minutes. Okay, this is the soup after 2.5 hours, and the water has gone down quite a bit. Now, it isn't ready because the meat is not falling off the bone yet. It's still tough, and that's been 2.5 hours. A good way to make this is to put it in a crock pot. So, I've shown you and used this before. It's called Marmite, and it's a yeast extract, and I'm going to take a spoonful and put it in the pot. It adds so much flavor. Now I already just added about 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire in the soup. I'm going to add this. So what I'm going to do is just kind of let this melt in with the spoon, and it really gives it a richness. And so then what I'm going to do is add a little more water, because I do need to add more water. And since it lost a lot of water, I'm going to add more, and this will probably take another 2 hours to cook. Now, it would have been a good thing to put in a crock pot, but that's not what I did today. This is the bone marrow that I just took out of this bone. It's very good for you, and it's delicious if you like that kind of thing. So I'm going to eat that one now. And this is what it looks like after I added about 2 cups more of water. So now I'm going to turn it up and then turn it back down again, and I'm going to cook it about 2 more hours till the meat falls off the bone. So this is basically a bone broth and a beef shank soup. And the shanks could have cooked a little more, but this is 3.5 hours, and they are starting to fall off the bone, and they could go another hour, but we're hungry and we're going to eat it now. It's tender enough.